Well, doing a little detective work on the old 460 here, and got the timing cover off the water pump. That timing chain, that is not the time, if it is a double roller of a vehicle that has 150, 200,000 miles on it. This should have a lot of slop in it, which the way it is, it's got a little bit, but that's not bad. The other thing that is very interesting is if you see that dot, and you see its corresponding dot, I don't know if you can see it, but right there on that gear, they are not lined up. So, from some of what I've read and watched, if you had, I think it's advanced the timing on these one tooth, you're supposed to get better performance out of them. So I wonder if somebody was in here, because this had obviously was not factory, this gasket. I just figured they did a water pump change, but I think they changed that. They put a new timing set on it and advanced it a little bit. Give her a little more pep. Other than that, everything else is original in here. I'll find out. I'm going to clean this up, see if it says Ford on it anywhere, or see if it says Millet done, or something like that. I'll let you know. All right, so I have, I guess, reviewed this before, and I can't tell you how much I'm impressed by it. I've coated this entire frame in it, and then it's got a coat of Rust-Oleum over it. After it's been derusted, well, as best I can. But, so here's another example. This is just I've knocked all the rust off, and I've coated it, and you cannot, that's a hardened metal disc, and I'm scraping on that, and it's just taking the high spots off. I've actually tested it to the point where I've taken a wire brush to try to wire brush it off, a powered wire brush, and it won't come off. But anyways, I painted this wheel hub yesterday, and I set it on top of this wheel hub for it to dry. Now look at this. This is how good this stuff is. It's stuck together. I can't get it apart. And it's only like, so the paint must have been wet down here and down there. So the surface area that is sticking it together, and those have to weigh 10, 12 pounds each. It's good stuff. I know you've been asking yourself, why hasn't Matt done a truck update? Well, here it is. I'll get to it. So we've been busy, both on the truck and away from the truck. We got the front axle in, and with the front axle in, we can do the brakes. I've got this side done. I don't have the other side done yet, but everything's new. I think it looks great. I went ahead and painted the calipers because it's a little unknown fact, but in Iowa, it's a state law. You have to have painted calipers. It's for performance reasons. So, and naturally, you can't have painted calipers without a painted front sway bar. So we're just livening it up a little bit. But we got the steering gear in, all the steering components. We still got to torquelate everything. But yeah, so that's there. The reason I don't have this side done is because I still need to clean up this half shaft and replace the U-joint in it. And I don't want to do that. I'm tired of cleaning stuff. If you've ever restored anything, a vehicle, that's all you do. That's all you do is clean stuff. I'm tired of it. So I did what you're supposed to do, instead of working on what you're supposed to work on, I decided to start working on something else. So I tore the engine apart. We got it all, we're getting it ready for paint here. I got a whole box of parts here. I got more parts coming. It's just, but you know, I figured I got a brand new pair of pants, so I figured I better paint something because I can't have pants that aren't stained. So that's why we're doing that. We're going to prime it. I always brush prime, and then we move on from there. So I'll show you when I'm done. Hope you have a great day. Ford guy, Chevy guy, Dodge guy, I don't care who you are. Ford wins it on color. That blue is a pretty blue. It is what it is. But anyways, we got the 460, we got it cleaned up and painted. Freeze plugs are in. Now this has not gone to a machine shop. It doesn't need to go to a machine shop. It doesn't need to be bored, 60 over, line honed, you know, have $2,000 worth of machine work done to it. It just doesn't need it. It was a good running motor when it came out. It just needs a little tender loving care. So that's what we're going to give it. And I'll show you why. This is a stock manual. 7.5 liter, 460 cubic inch displacement V8. Cylinder bore diameter 4.3600 to 4.3636. These are all my measurements. Major, minor top, major, minor bottom. Remember, 4.3636 is the max. Top is where you're going to wear the most. So these two numbers are what we're worried about the most. Look at that, 4.3614, 4.3610. Number 7 is the worst, 4.3620, 4.3614. That's the worst. I'm still well within spec. Stock build it. New rings, original pistons. I mean, the thing's been used. It's not a low mile motor. Those are the bearings. I have no idea if it's mileage or if it's just idle usage. It's been sitting there idling a lot. Either way, the engine's running. It's got to have a minimum 100,000 miles on it. It's a 95. And this is the original motor. Okay, I'll show you how I do piston rings. Get your piston, they're all cleaned up. I'm reusing the pistons, the original pistons, out of the motor. Put your oil seal in first. It's your wavy waffle one. And then it's got two, oops, got three here. It's got two of these rings. They secure it top and bottom. Put the bottom one on. You put the top one on. That's how I do it. So that's your oil ring. That keeps your oil from coming up. You got your second groove and your top groove. You got three. This one's labeled top. I don't know if you can see that. But you want these. The second one's always tough. Oop. And it did. Well, I got it in the top, but we want it in the middle. So you get that in there. You want them about 90 degrees off from one another. Then you use your top one. This one does not have an up and down. It's this particular ring. All rings are made of. So you want that opening to the opposite of the other one, this gap. And you snap it in. It's just that easy. Got an unboxing video. My crank showed up. I'm excited. I cut the straps off. Haven't opened it yet. For worth the price, I got a sticker. Should be for that 4.6. Oh my God, look at that. Ooh, that's nice. Wow, look at that. It's brand new. Boy, you want to see something? I'm going to show you something here. You need to sit down. You need to get yourself a towel. Probably one of those smaller hand towels. You need to get ready. Let the drooling start. Last warning. Flipping the camera around. Look at that. I couldn't help it. It's not ready to be installed, but I couldn't help it. I had to set it in the block. But we're getting there. I pretty much got all my pieces together. I got the pistons all ready to go. We got new rings, new bearings. Everything's been cleaned up. No, I'm not de-stressing the rods or putting new rods in. I'm not even putting new pistons in. These stock pistons, they're in pretty good shape after I cleaned them up. They're already pretty much flat top pistons. Honestly, I would have reused the crank if this one wasn't so basically reasonable to buy a brand new one. So, freeze plugs are in. I got the cam installed. New cam bearings, obviously. Yeah. We're getting close. Put that together and get her set in the frame. It's coming together. Just like Johnny Cash, one piece at a time. So, working on the bottom end of the old 460 here. And I was reminded I just got my new oil pump in the mail. And when I ordered it, I was sitting next to my wife and I said, you know, it really needs a new oil pump. You know, probably shouldn't reuse the old one. She said, mm-hmm. And I said, well, man, I might as well pick up a new pickup tube and screen. Didn't really use it or need it. I can reuse the old one, clean it out real good. But I'm already here, you know, I might as well. And she put her phone down, she looked at me and she goes, you know, you're spending an awful lot of money on that truck. And I turned and I looked at her and I said, hey, you know what? You're probably right, dear. I'll go ahead and clean up the old one. Well, boys and girls, we've come to the end of another weekend. We got quite a bit done. Happy Father's Day, by the way. It's the end of the weekend, so that means I'm going to do a little update on the truck. I got my short block all put together. Turning assembly is all done. Lifters in. Timing chain's done. I got the timing cover in, cams in, water pumps in. harmonic balancer, all that. I did have the water pan, or not the water pan, the oil pan on there, but I cannot get this old dipstick tube out, and so even though this pan's in really, really good shape, I just ordered a new one. But this head's ready to go. It's all cleaned up. We're just got to do, we got to grind our valves, seat our valves. Sorry, not grind them. And we'll put that head back on. I got the other head soaking over here in the hot tank. We'll get that cleaned up over the next couple days. Get it sandblasted. The big news is I got the whole front axle done. So that brake, knuckle, half shaft, that's all in. Even brought the wheels in. We're going to give these a quick coat of paint, nothing too special, just so it looks kind of okay next to the rest of it. Then we'll have us a rolling chassis. Get the motor done, throw that in there, get the transmission cleaned up, and transfer case cleaned up, get that put in there. Then we're going to fire this thing up and test run it, get that cam and everything broke in. Then it's going to sit outside for a while. And I'm going to start on my favorite, which is body work. We're going to try to have this thing a run and drive-in machine yet this fall. Because now I got that Bronco I got to do.